Hello, Nieves. How are you today?
I'm fantastic, Miss Letty. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine too. It's a lovely day today. And
It
you,
is.
Alan?
Yes, I'm very well, thanks. Yes, lovely.
Right. So today, everyone, I thought we would do random questions. It's a long time since we've done this, and I will show you what it consists of now. So as you can see here, we have a wheel with 10 numbers, which I hope I will be able to spin and stop it. Right? So I can spin the wheel and stop it. Then we will look on the other side and see what question is with that number. Okay, everyone? So I think I will let ladies go first today, Alan, and we will let Nieves go first, and I will spin the wheel.
Okay.
So I think that's number 4. Nieves, it's more on 4 than it is on 5. So let's see what question is. Nieves, what do you do when people stare at you? Do you understand stare? Stare for our
Yeah,
viewers is
look
when
at
they're like
me.
that,
So,
looking at you, and they are not very discreet. Instead of looking very quickly and looking at something else, they look at you for longer than necessary.
well,
I have
first,
someone.
yeah, first I get really nervous, okay, and I start thinking, what happened to my face? I have something on my face, on my hair. So if they continue looking at me, I get my eyes to somewhere else, start looking somewhere else. And after that, I don't know, maybe I can't even ask, like, is it something in my face, sorry, or my hair is but I get really nervous when people do that, to be honest.
Well, when I very first came here, because you know I'm from the UK and now I live in part of Spain, uh, people used to stare at me a lot. You can't imagine. I used to live in the north of Spain in a place called Soria. I lived there for 2 years and I used to take some children to school. And the mothers were very, feeling very important, I think, but they used to stare at me. And they used to start at my head and work down.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yes. This was many years ago, but it did happen. I was in like a small town, uh, and they hadn't seen many foreign people, I think. But they used to stare a lot. And it got me down. About after 6 months of it, I met another English person there. Anyway, when they stared at me, I did the same back. I started at the head and worked down, or I went the whole way around. So I paid them back with their own medicine, no?
Mhm.
So I do look at people, but I try to be discreet and for a second and then move on. I try never to stir because I think it's rude at the end of the day. No? What about you? Does anyone stare at you, Alan?
Well, not directly at me, but I notice when I'm on the bus, there's a man that he sits there and he looks around at everything. He's what I call a starer. He likes to look at everybody who's in the bus, doesn't miss anybody before he actually relaxes and sits back in his seat. But strange fellow. I mean, he's the only one that I've ever noticed with eyeballs like marbles glaring at you, you know?
Well, also maybe you fit in better than me. No, you look more like you could be Spanish, you could be any
Oh, I
nationality,
don't
but
know
maybe
about
because I'm
that.
tall and blue eyes, people look at me more. I don't know. Right, Alan, it's your turn.
Oh my goodness.
So, you'll have 3, Alan. Okay,
Number
number
3,
3.
what was your favorite thing of the winter?
Oh,
Oh, I think my favorite thing of the winter, of course, when I was in the UK, was, of course, the snow. I loved tobogganing, and we lived quite close to a park where there was a steep hill, and we would take our toboggans or sledge, call it what you like, up to the top of the hill, and of course, come down at great speed. And we were, when I think back, it was ridiculous because not only did we stay in the park, but we were going so fast, we would go out to the entrance and down the road where traffic could possibly also be using the same road. But oh, it was such good fun. And I used to look forward to building a snowman, of course. And we even built an igloo, believe it or not. I mean, this was in the days when we really had snow, something like almost a meter deep. We don't see it nowadays, but that was quite a feat. My brother and I, we built this igloo, but it was all good fun. The only part I didn't like, of course, we got so cold. My fingers, I would almost cry with the cold because they were painful with the cold air outside, even though I had gloves on. But yes, they were happy days. Happy days.
I forgot about that. The snow. I thought you might have said a fireplace. You like the idea of a fireplace, not full of
My
a
mother
fire.
always had the fireplace first thing in the morning. We had a coal fire, but we didn't spend days there. We just wanted to go out and play in the snow. Snowball fights.
Where I live now, it never snows. And
No.
so one year I took my eldest daughter to England to see the snow. And
Yes.
she thought it was fantastic. She couldn't
Yeah.
believe it. She had on her woolly hat, her
Yeah.
scarf, her gloves. And my brother had a small sledge and he pulled her along with that. So I have some pictures of that for her to always remember that moment, no? So I forgot what it's like to have snow because we never have
Yes.
snow here where I live now. Right then, Nieves, number 5. Okay, let's have a look at what number 5 is.
Do you pretend to be someone who? Why?
Oh dear.
Well, I don't do it now, but I remember when I was little, I had this best friend. Her name was Marilo. We used to go out for a walk when we were about 10, I think. And then used to be, we pretend to be English. So we were talking, not English of course, but just, talking to people on the street, stopping people, say, and so people, it was about 30 years ago in Huelva, a small town. So people used to believe that we were English and try to help us trying to find a way home. So
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, what a wheeze. Very good.
So even then, you had a great imagination, no? And you like to play. So when we are younger, sometimes we do pretend to be things or professions or people because we have a lot of imagination, no?
Yes, absolutely.
Right, here we go. Right, number 1, Alan.
What is the best surprise you've ever had? Oh my goodness. I think one of the best, I've had one or two, but probably one that stands out was when I won a trophy. I was teaching at the college, an industry in the oil industry for heating engineers. And of course, we had to set up a training center as well as another section for people to be examined. But I was awarded the best training center in the whole of the UK for that particular year. And I was so proud that we were invited to a dinner in London at a very posh hotel. I forget where, but it was really upmarket. And it's what I call wearing our penguin suits. We were there in our black attire with white shirt and white tie, black tie. And it really was a very prestigious event. And of course, we called out one by one. People won various prizes for certain things, but I was so proud on behalf of my college to take the trophy for the best training centre in UK. That was my favourite. That was my best moment. A surprise.
That's fantastic. So you wore a bow tie. I think that's what I understood.
Yes.
A bow tie, which is the special name for, what's it called, a bow tie or a dicky bow?
Well, bow tie, yes. It was a formal dress. That's what
Yes.
it's known as, formal dress. No,
And
you
then
don't go in all multicolours. We're all dressed in black, white shirts, and a white tie or bow tie.
And then the jacket and the trousers, is that called tuxedo?
So, sorry.
Tuxedo.
Oh, a tuxedo. Oh, well, yes. Some will say I like your tuxedo. Yes, another name for a suit. I think it's more an American name, isn't it? I'm not sure.
It just sounds very familiar to me, tuxedo, or as you said, the penguin suit.
The penguin, yeah, a nickname. Yeah, look like penguins.
Right. So that day you felt fantastic.
Oh,
You felt
yes.
over the moon.
Yes, over the moon.
All your hard work paid off, no?
Yeah,
so that was
absolutely.
really
Yes.
good. It's nice when people recognize what you've been
A
doing, no?
reward, yes, that's right. Yeah.
Right. So number 2. Right. Let's go. Number 2.
What was your favorite thing of the summer?
Ooh.
Well, when now, years ago, my favorite thing of summer was the hot and the nice weather. But now here in Ceuta, I don't like summer very much because it's very hot. It's a sticky weather, so the beach here are not very nice. So I don't go to the beach very much or very often because it's too small and it's not nice, it's dirty, and you don't have a nice sun where you can just rest or walk, take long walks. So I prefer winter here, but my favorite thing used to be beach and ice cream, of course, ice creams.
Oh, yes.
All the flavors, ice creams. Yeah.
So you don't like the heat because it's too hot for you. You don't like the heat. And so you don't prefer summer now because as the temperatures have increased because of global warming.
It's getting warmer every
yes.
year.
You're right. Yeah.
It's funny though, because you said you don't like the beaches here. I don't go very often because I'm white and I don't want to get burnt. But I'm quite well. If you go in the high season in August or maybe July, it's full of people. They're like sardines. There's so many people. It's crowded, no? But we can go any time of the year really because it's quite pleasant. Like today, what day? We're in November, no? We're in November. And if you wanted to sit on the beach today, you could.
Yeah.
Maybe not go swimming, depends how brave you are, no? But it's a pleasant day just to sit there and look at the sea. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I went with my daughters and we had lunch at one of the beach cafes, which is actually on the beach. And we had to hide from the sun. It was so hot.
It's burning.
Yeah. So we're in November and it's not normal for it to be so hot.
Yeah.
And ice cream, wow. In the last few years, Alan, they've put an ice cream shop here and it's homemade ice cream and you would die for it. If you like ice cream, Alan, you walk in. I don't know how many flavors they have near. It's about 30 flavors.
Spoiled for choice.
A lot.
Yes.
No, but
and they're
really you are.
creating new ones every year.
Yeah. And you can try a little bit on a spoon if you want.
Yeah.
But I think I've had this year 2 ice creams because I don't trust myself to go there because it's so fantastic.
They're amazing.
My favorite is stracciatella. Stracciatella.
Oh, it's like little pieces of chocolate.
Chocolate.
No? Little streaks of chocolate in ice cream.
Right. So now it's more difficult to find the number that we haven't done. So what I will do now is I will take out my bingo balls because it will be quicker. So I'm going to give you number 9. Okay, Alan? Because the wheel will be going round and it will be going on the same numbers.
What happened to you? Oh my goodness. Well, I don't think it's funny, really. Well, it was funny to other people. I always remember this happened to me not so long ago. I can laugh about it now, but not at the time. I went into this shop that sells mobile phones, and I wanted to buy I was having a problem with my phone, and I tried to explain to the lady in my broken Spanish as best I could, and she did likewise in broken English. But I'm trying to absorb all this information about the problem I've got with some apple or something or other. And anyway, eventually, we'd finish the conversation, and I was still thinking about what all these things I had to do to solve the problem. And I walked straight into a glass door. There was nothing on this door which showed you it was a door. I just thought I was walking outside, and I was walking at quite a fast pace. So I really crashed into the door at full pelt and split my nose.
Oh.
And of course, I mean, the noise outside of going into this glass wall, so to speak, even people outside sort of jumped back a bit. And of course, she came rushing over to me and saw I was bleeding and put like a sticky plaster on my nose. But I bet the people outside were really hooting with laughter. Laughter for them, but not for me.
I laughed until I realized you hurt yourself. Once I realized you hurt yourself, I wasn't so good to laugh. But you're right, it's quite dangerous. Normally on glass, they put like a sticker.
Stripes or something. Yeah, I said to them, you need to put something on this door that shows it's a door.
Yeah, because they put like a red arrow or something blue.
Something, anything, just to tell you that it's not, that it's glass.
Right. So I'm sorry that you hurt yourself, but as you said, when you were telling the story, it sounded funny when you told the story. Right. Here we go. Hey, Nieves.
Oh, what is my favorite candy? I think it's all the Christmas sweet.
Oh,
the Christmas sweet. Oh my God, turrón, polvoron. And also one of them is the toffee apple. I love toffee apples. Oh, they are amazing. Yes.
Right. So people know what turrón is. Turrón is like nugget made with almonds. So people understand. And polvoron is like a dry biscuit that is also made at Christmas time.
Almond, yeah.
So these are typical traditional sweets or biscuits made here in Spain. And then the first one, turrón, is made with almonds, different ways.
What's it called again? What's the name of this nougat?
Turrón.
Oh, yeah, turrón. Oh, yes, right. I always
Very
see
nice.
that on
Very
stalls
tasty.
when we have fiestas and the like. It's always on for sale. Yeah.
But which do you prefer, Nieves, the hard nugget or the soft one?
No, the soft one.
Oh, okay. I like the hard, and you can have the soft.
Really? Yeah. I like the soft one.
Yeah.
Right. The soft one, nice. It's sticky, no? The soft one. So they're your favorite ones. Alan, have you got a favorite sweet that you like?
Oh, I love chocolate. I used to eat a lot of it, particularly the dark chocolates. The more cocoa butter in it, the better. But I'm a great lover of chocolate. Not quite so much now, although I still like sweet things. It stems from my childhood. And even yesterday, I bought a bag of toffee popcorn. We used to call it Butterkisk or something, a famous name. In fact, I've just finished it off today. But yes, my neighbours, they know I like chocolate. So when they go, they always buy me a nice bag of assorted chocolate sweets. Very sweet, almost that sweet that I can only eat a couple and I've had enough. But I love sweets, chocolate particularly.
So a person who likes sweet things a lot is a person with a sweet tooth.
Yes,
and a sweet tooth.
I cannot settle down to savoury dishes even at mealtime. It's got to be something that's not spicy or like curries. I can't eat any of those things. It's got to be, well, I'll call it sweet, but certainly not the spicy foods.
When I go out for a meal to a restaurant, something special, no, that I don't do every day, I love to finish the meal with something sweet. And that just finishes it up. Right, Nieves, 7.
Nice dessert.
Well, the best thing that ever happened to me. Well, there's a few. But I think one of the best is when I met my actual husband now. So that is the best for me. And also the last one is my job. I love my job. It's not just because Lex is here, because it's fantastic.
What
I
do
love my
you
new
do?
job. Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's what I want to do forever.
What is your job, Nieves?
I'm
What?
teaching.
Oh, you're teaching. That's right. I remember now. Yes. Oh, well, yes. You were
With
born to
me.
be a teacher.
With Mele. And Alan is very nice. It's
Yes.
oh my God.
Very rewarding. Yes.
Oh, it's very rewarding, but also it's a really nice environment. Everyone there is nice. You, the same time that you're teaching, you are learning as well.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
fantastic, to be honest.
Well,
Very
then,
good.
I think we will finish there for today because we've answered quite a lot of questions and I don't want to keep you too long. But it has been really pleasant and I've really enjoyed the
Me
conversation.
too. Me too.
And we didn't know what questions you were going to have until you
No.
actually saw them. So it was a bit of a surprise, and that's good for you to practice your English. So let's say goodbye to our viewers. But first, if they like what we do, they should click on the like button. And even more important, they should subscribe or tell a friend. And if they would like to come and join us one weekend, leave a message and I will pick it up and they can come and join Nieves, Alan. And our little friend Annie this week is not well. She's got the flu, so we say hello to her. So, bye bye, toodaloo.
Bye bye.
Bye.